Father cannot fight, so I will take his place.
What is your name, soldier?
Hua Jun, Commander, son of Hua Zhou.
A girl threatens our plans.
A warrior.
Because of the pandemic, if you had a film that was set to release mid to late March or later, then most likely you didn't get that theatrical release that you were counting and banking on. I mean, studios are still hopeful for the day that they actually can release these films. The dates have been pushed back and postponed in regards to hopefully one day they can actually get that worldwide global theatrical releases. And as a moviegoer, I can't wait for that same day where I can sit in a theater and watch on the silver screen in HD and watch without social distancing and get that same viewing pleasure that I have not gotten since the first quarter of the year. I mean, films have went on and released on demand. If they weren't going to be postponing, and Mulan, which is a Disney film on Disney platform, Disney Plus, they went on ahead and did so with that film.
Epic live-action film Mulan hits Disney Plus today, and Will Reeve is back with his one-on-one with the director about the movie critics are calling spectacular.
Which is kind of bittersweet. Yes, it's great. I can watch it at home in my own viewing pleasure, but it's one of those moments where this was a movie that I have been waiting for quite some time, and I was hoping that they would hold off with the rest of the movies that are still, we're gonna go ahead. I mean, you got Wonder Woman and 007 and Black Widow and Quiet Place 2 and a strew of other films that are still holding out for the day that they can actually get that worldwide release.
They're not the kind of people worth saving.
Where hopefully we grasp and get a hold of this whole disease, and where it's contained and minimized to where you can actually sit there and get that full viewing pleasure that we are missing. I mean, it's great that I can actually watch this film in the comfort of my house, but a film like this is one that, if you're a Disney fan and you originally like the 90s classic Mulan animated film, it was going to be a cool transition to see how it would play out. And once you actually saw the teaser, then the trailer, it caught my attention, and maybe it caught many others, and you really want to see how this was going to be. It wasn't a musical, and so you also want to see how well, this story arc in regards to this girl taking her father's place as a warrior would depict the story and how it would play out. Now, I'm a guy that likes to go see movies multiple times if I really enjoy, the storyline, or if it really was just a great film. And I felt that this was going to be one of those where I can go and see more than once, and definitely recommend to people. So it makes it a little bittersweet that it did not get that. And while it's great in itself, and I'm glad that, yes, I can watch it now sooner than most likely I would have been if it had released at the theaters at home. I still wish that this film didn't, and it was still waiting. Now,
Dishonor on your whole family. Make a note of this. Dishonor on you, dishonor on your cow.
Stop. I'm sorry.
If I had to choose watching it now at home or waiting several more months or so to get it in the theater, I actually would wait for it in the theater. I really wish that this was one of those films that do so. It's not your everyday running amok type storyline, and with the whole dynamic, I like the whole feel and the cultural of the Asian warrior and everything. This is still not your stereotypical film with your Asian cast, and it was a mixture of something that was still new that we don't get every day. And the storyline seems very modern day, even though we have already heard it before. And so I feel like we're missing that extra element, and even though we're getting it, it's like we missing the piece of what should have been.
Intimidating? Awe-inspiring?
Tiny.
Of course. I'm travel size for your convenience. If I was my real size, your cow here would die of fright. Down, Bessie. My powers are beyond your mortal imagination.
But I mean, you know, things are different, and we're in a whole nother time. But props to the film, and yet, if you still decide later on that you want to give that worldwide release, I'm there.
No, that was vile. You owe me big.
So, I mean, yes, you already released it, but if you decide that, you know, you want to do so, I do want to check it out that way. I mean, the first experience, that first time, you don't get that anymore, but that doesn't change the fact that this is one of those films that is worth seeing. So, I mean, check it out if you get the chance to.